Well, and I have people all the time say, "Oh, you know, what'd you do in the Navy?" And I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't in the Navy." And
You didn't stop your education.
no.
You actually went on. You have a degree in public administration.
Yeah.
And then you also, now help me with this, because I want to make sure we're clear on this. You left college, but you came back to college. Naval Postgraduate.
Yeah.
You have an MS, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In Security and Homeland Studies.
Yeah.
Naval, what is, I know Annapolis certainly.
Yeah. So I made a promise, me and my mom, when I talked to her about wanting to join the Highway Patrol, she said, make a promise, get your degree. You've got to promise me that. And, you know, I think any kid who makes a promise to their parents, you know, you should always try to keep that. Or not try, you should, you know. So when I came on the patrol and got out of patrol school, I worked midnights and went to school during the day. I got my 2-year degree. At that time, I realized that, hey, you know, look, I want to move up in this agency and I need to continue school. I'm used to it. So I went up to Thomas University and got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And I always wanted to get my master's to compete, and I was very fortunate with the Highway Patrol to be selected for a scholarship through the Naval Postgraduate School. It's the Navy's college, and they send other military, like the Marine Corps, you know, the Army. It's a language college, but they have a Homeland Security sector there for private sector. And FEMA, I was able to get a scholarship through FEMA, a $95,000 scholarship from a master's degree there.
Wow.
They paid for everything, flew me out there, I was very blessed, very fortunate to get that.
On campus?
On campus in Monterey, yeah. Yeah, you go out there for 2 weeks, you go to school, you come back for 4 months, do a lot of your schoolwork, go back for 2 weeks.
Right.
And they also had a secondary position at the Custom Border College in Charlestown, West Virginia, which was really, really nice. They have a huge campus there. That's where they do all their training for customs. And that's a phenomenal facility there in Charlestown.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that about when I was doing the research, because you know, you kind of wonder, you disconnect a little bit, and you get working and you're having success, you're doing great stuff.
Well, and I have people all the time say, "Oh, you know, what'd you do in the Navy?" And I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't in the Navy." And then they wonder how you got a degree from the Navy. And some people think, you know, he's full of, you know. I'm like, no, I was very.
Which
blessed.
is exactly when I'm doing the research, I'm going, well, wait a minute, how does that?
How's that work?
Why we're talking about
it's a civilian scholarship to the Navy, which is very fortunate, very blessed.